Here we are. Disney Villainous Bigger and Badder Syndrome playthrough. We find out if we can make everybody super, so nobody's super. We have our fate die, where 1 in 6 will fate us. On a turn it looks like I can win, number 3 gets added. We have our damage counters, our strength counters. We have our power, we have our counter. We are about ready to go. Excuse me. 3, 4. Starting turn 1. And here we go. Okay. I'm gonna go here. Before anything, I didn't do this earlier. I need to put version 8 into play. Now, for everyone that watched the walkthrough, I mentioned how I'm going to try to utilize the condition cards on this solo playthrough. So I'm going to gain 3 power, which is going to let me play 15 years later. I've collected power on this turn. I may reveal fate cards until I find a hero. Play that hero to any location. That hero gets -2 strength. Discard the rest. So I'm going to play that. And we start revealing. Starting with a force field. Then we have monologuing. Elastigirl. I'm going to play her here. Discarding these cards. Okay. And then going to pay 1 to bring out a major modification. Going to discard 2 cards from my hand, fate, and say 1. So number 1 cannot fate me. So we're going to go to the turn 2. We're going to roll the die. And 4. No fate. Draw 4. Alright. Before I continue, I forgot to give Elastigirl -2 strength. Alright. I'm going to go here. I'm going to use the move to move Beyond the Dread over. I'm going to use Vanquish to take out Elastigirl, which will then take out V8. I'm going to use a major modification. I only need 1 to put version 9 into play. I'm going to move these out of the way. I'm going to grab a power and spend a power to play a major modification. When version 8 was discarded, I was to shuffle my discard pile into my deck, and then shuffle the deck. I don't like how I have to do that. Okay. I'm just going to fix my fate deck as well. Okay. And that's going to end my turn. So we go to turn 3. We grab the die and we roll. 6. I get fated. I'm going to play like a smart opponent. I'm not going to play Frozone, but I'm going to play That Was Totally Wicked. Discard all allies and items, except for force fields, from Syndrome's realm. So this gets discarded. That was my turn. That was the fate. I'm going to draw and begin a turn anew. I'm going to go here. I'm going to collect 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to discard my hand and end my turn. We flip. We roll. I didn't fate. Ah. I get to play teamwork. Play this card, then play the second fate card, which is Jack Jack. We're going to put Jack Jack over here on the island. And then I get to look at the top 6 fate cards and return them in any order. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I get to put them in any order I want. But I also have to consider that I'm, being a opponent. So there we go. And return them to the top. And that's going to continue. Here we go. Oops. I'm going to draw 4. I can't go over there to get 2. I'm going to go here. I'm going to spend 2 to play Identification, please. Move an ally or on the droid to any location in the realm. Can I move this over here? I'm then going to use the other action to discard my hand and end my turn. So we flip it, we roll it. 2, no fate. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to collect 3. 1, 2, 3. Because I gained power, I get to play 15 years later. It's the one where I reveal cards from my fate deck until I find a hero, discarding the rest. Violet. I get to play Violet wherever I want. When she comes into play, I would remove a certain item from my characters, but I don't have that. I'm going to fate and say 6, so I'm going to end the turn and roll. 4, no fate. Draw up to 4 cards. Going to go here. Going to gain a power, spend 2 to play Velocipod. Here, it can attack characters one adjacent location away. I'm going to use Vanquish and to take this out. Take out Jack Jack with the On the Droid. When On the Droid 9 is taken care of, I have to find the remote and put it into my hand. Okay, fate and say 6 and end the turn. Ah. Okay, no fate. I already have 4 cards in hand. I'm going to go here. I'm going to collect 2. I'm going to discard 3 cards from my hand. And end my turn. We flip. We roll. 3, no fate. Draw up to 4 cards. Going to go here. I'm going to use Vanquish, using the Velocipod to take out Violet. I'm going to spend 1 to play out a modification. I need 3 of those to bring V10 into play. And my turn. We flip, we roll. 2, no fate. I draw 1 card. Starting my turn, I'm going to go here. I'm going to collect 3. 3. I'm going to discard 3 cards from my hand and play the remote. I'm going to fate and say 6 and end the turn. We flip, we roll. 6. I do not get faded. Draw 4. I'm going to go here. I'm going to collect 2. I'm going to spend 2 to play out a Velocipod and discard the rest of my cards. That's going to end the turn. Flip it. And roll. 5, no fate. Draw 4 cards. I'm going to go here. I'm going to collect 3, but I'm going to spend 1 for a modifier or a modification, I'm going to discard the rest of my hand and end the turn. Going to turn 12. 5. No fate. 1, 2. And I have to shuffle the rest of the deck. Alright. Alright, so that's that. Okay. What sucks is that I'm very close to winning. Alright. Okay, I'm going to play here. Going to collect 2, spend a total of 3. Going to spend 1 there, and then 2 for guards. Then I'm going to discard the rest of my hand. I'm going to trade in the 3 majors to bring number 10 into play. Because I have the remote in play, he goes up to the top. Now all I have to do is activate the remote at the location with the Omnidroid and win. So because of that, number 3 gets added to the fate. 1, 3, or 6. So no capes gets put over here. Being a good opponent, I'm going to play Mr. Incredible, who gets to steal the remote. And he gets +1 strength for every hero at his location. Darn. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to go here. I'm going to move a Velocipod over here. Velocipods can be used to attack heroes at adjacent locations. I'm going to pay 2 to play another Velocipod. I'm then going to use Vanquish to use both of the Velocipods to get rid of Mr. Incredible, which puts the remote back to my side. I'm then going to spend 2 to play Identification, please. Move. Oh, wait, I did that kind of backwards. Hold on. Be nice to me, people. Okay. So I paid up to here. I'm then going to use 2, that I already paid for, to play Identification, please, which is move an ally or Omnidroid to any location with a hero. So the Omnidroid gets moved over here because there's a hero. I'm then going to use Vanquish to use these to take out Mr. Incredible, which moves the remote down here, leaving the Omnidroid up there, and I'm going to end the turn. So we flip, and we roll. I can win again. So 6, 3, and 1 can be used. That is a 1. One, 2. Dash. Who can steal the remote? So we're going to go here, and he's going to take the remote with him. Draw up to 4 cards. And continue playing. I'm going to move over here. I'm going to collect 2. I'm going to discard my hand and end the turn. Flip it. Roll it. 2. No fates. Was a 2. No fate. Drop to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Gonna go here. Collect 1. Sorry, spend 1, 2. Play guards. Who get +1 strength for every other ally at their location. And then going to spend 2 more to spend another, or to bring out another guards. And then going to use Vanquish to use 1 guards to get rid of Dash, bringing me back the remote. Then going to use Move to move the remote over. And that's going to end the turn. 16. Roll. 6. Force field can't be played, so I have to play no capes. Goes under here, and I do not get to move at the start of my next turn. So, draw up to 4 cards. Okay, so I don't get to move. So, I'm going to pay 2 to play Identification, please, moving the Omnidroid over here, and then activating, so I can defeat it. There are no other heroes in play. I win. So that was a 16 turn win. And it was getting kind of hectic there at the end. But everybody gets to be super. That way nobody can be super. I'm sorry if I seemed a little tired or sick, because I am. But gotta make these videos for you guys. Anyways, that means next week will be Lotso. So don't forget to leave your likes, leave comments, hit the subscribe button, and join the other 95 subscribers. And I will see you guys later for the Lorcana short.